Ever wondered how to cook a healthy steak meal in just 15 minutes? It's a tantalizing thought, isn't it? A meal that's both delectable and nutritious, ready in no time at all. Perhaps it sounds too good to be true. Well, rest assured, it's not only possible, but it's also incredibly simple. By the end of this video, you'll be a master of quick, healthy steak meals. So, without further ado, today we are going to guide you through an easy, quick, and delicious steak recipe that you can prepare in just 15 minutes. First, let's gather all the ingredients needed. For a meal that's as healthy as it is delicious, we are going to need a lean cut of steak, preferably sirloin or tenderloin. Let's not forget the vibrant vegetables that will accompany our steak. We'll be using bell peppers of various colors, broccoli, and cherry tomatoes for a pop of color and a punch of nutrients. Next, we'll need some spices and condiments. Grab some fresh garlic, rosemary, and thyme, along with sea salt and freshly ground black pepper. For a touch of zest, we'll also use freshly squeezed lemon juice and a dash of olive oil. To bring it all together, you'll need a good quality non-stick pan and a sharp knife. And of course, don't forget a hearty appetite. The magic of cooking lies as much in the ingredients as it does in the process. With these ingredients at hand, we are all set to start cooking. Preparing your ingredients correctly can make a world of difference. It's a simple truth in the culinary world, often overlooked, but absolutely essential. So, let's dive into it. First up, we have the star of our dish, the steak. When it comes to preparing steak, start by patting it dry with a paper towel. A dry steak will give you that beautiful caramelized sear that we're after. Once our steak is dry, we'll move on to the seasoning. A generous dose of salt and pepper is all it needs. The simplicity of the seasoning allows the true flavors of the steak to shine through. However, feel free to experiment with your favorite spices if you're feeling adventurous. Now, let's move on to the vegetables. Whether you're using bell peppers, zucchini, or any other veggie of your choice, the key is to wash them thoroughly. We want to ensure we're not consuming any harmful pesticides or dirt. Once they're washed, it's time to chop them up. Remember, uniformity is key. Try to keep the size of the cuts consistent for even cooking. As for the seasoning, simplicity is again our friend. A drizzle of olive oil, a sprinkle of salt, and a crack of pepper is all it takes to elevate the natural flavors of the vegetables. If you're looking to add a bit of a kick, a pinch of chili flakes or a dash of paprika can do wonders. Finally, don't forget to preheat your pan. A hot pan is crucial for a good sear on your steak and to ensure your vegetables cook evenly. Keep in mind though, not to leave your pan unattended. We don't want any unwanted smoke alarms going off. The preparation stage might seem like a lot of work, but trust me, it's worth it. The effort you put into preparing your ingredients will directly translate into the taste of your final dish. So don't rush through it. Take your time and enjoy the process. Now that everything is prepared, we can start cooking. Cooking steak to perfection is an art, but with a few tips anyone can master it. Let's dive into the process. First, let's talk about doneness. Rare, medium, or well done. The choice is yours. The secret is in the feel of the meat. A rare steak feels soft and squishy while a well done steak is firm. For a medium rare, it should feel like the base of your thumb when you touch your thumb and middle finger together. Practice makes perfect here. Next, we sear the steak. Start with a hot pan. You want to hear that sizzle when the steak hits the surface. A good sear not only gives your steak that appetizing golden brown crust but also locks in the juices, ensuring a flavorful bite every time. Give each side a good 2 to 3 minutes depending on your desired level of doneness. Remember, the steak continues to cook even after you remove it from the heat, so plan accordingly. Now onto a step often overlooked, resting the steak. This might seem like a time waster, but it's crucial for a juicy steak. When you cook your steak, the heat drives the juices towards the center. Resting it allows those juices to redistribute throughout the steak. So, give it a good 5 minutes on a warm plate, loosely covered with foil. This step is a game changer. It elevates a good steak to a great one. So, there we have it. A steak cooked to perfection. It's not that tricky, right? All it takes is a little practice and attention to detail. And remember, the best steak is the one cooked just the way you like it. Our steak is perfectly cooked and resting. Let's move on to the vegetables. While our steak rests, we'll prepare our vegetables. Now, cooking vegetables might seem like a mundane task, but it's a crucial step that can make or break our healthy meal. Our aim here is to retain the maximum nutrients while bringing out the best flavors. Let's start with the broccoli. Always remember to wash it thoroughly. Once that's done, we're going to chop it into bite-sized pieces. The same goes for the other vegetables we're using today, like bell peppers and zucchini. As for the carrots, we're going to peel them and slice them into thin rounds. This way they'll cook evenly and quickly, which is essential for our quick 15-minute meal. Now there are two main methods to cook our vegetables: sautéing and steaming. If you want to retain the vegetables' crispness and vibrant colors, sautéing is the way to go. Just heat a bit of olive oil in a pan, toss in the veggies, and cook for a few minutes. On the other hand, if you're looking to maximize the nutritional value, steaming is your best bet. It's as simple as bringing some water to a boil in a pot, placing the vegetables in a steamer basket above the water, and covering the pot for a few minutes. You'll notice that both methods are quick, easy, and require minimal equipment. This makes them perfect for our busy professionals who don't have the luxury of time, but still want to eat healthily. And of course, don't forget to season. A pinch of salt, a dash of pepper, maybe a squeeze of lemon for some acidity. Play around with spices and herbs until you find a combination that suits your palate. Remember, cooking is not just a chore, it's an art. It's about creating something delicious and nutritious from simple, wholesome ingredients. So, let's check on our vegetables. They should be tender but still vibrant, flavorful but not overpowering. Our vegetables are ready, and so is our steak. Now comes the fun part, plating our delicious meal. Picture this: a perfectly cooked steak, tender and juicy, sitting next to a colorful medley of vibrant vegetables. It's not just about taste, but also about presentation. A well-presented dish can make the meal even more enjoyable, and guess what? It's easier than you think. Let's start with our star of the show, the steak. Place it slightly off-center on the plate, showing off that beautiful sear you've achieved. Now, for the vegetables. Heap them generously on the other side of the steak, letting their colors pop against the deep brown of the meat. Next, consider the garnishes. Perhaps a sprig of fresh rosemary or thyme placed delicately on top of the steak. The green contrasts beautifully with the meat, and the aroma, it's simply divine. But wait, we're not done yet. Let's talk about sauces. A little drizzle of balsamic reduction can add a wonderful sweet and tangy flavor that complements the richness of the steak. Or, if you prefer, a dollop of horseradish sauce can give a nice kick. Remember, the goal is to create a plate that's not only delicious to eat, but also a feast for the eyes. Take your time, enjoy the process, and let your creativity shine. And voila, a delicious, healthy steak meal in just 15 minutes. Let's quickly recap the steps we took to create this mouth-watering meal. Our culinary journey began with the meticulous selection of quality ingredients, which are, without a doubt, the backbone of any successful dish. We carefully selected a choice cut of steak, succulent and matured to perfection. This was accompanied by an array of vibrant, fresh vegetables that were not only visually appealing but packed with essential vitamins and minerals. These included crisp bell peppers, juicy tomatoes, tender zucchini, and sweet corn, all sourced from local organic farms. In addition, we used a blend of simple yet impactful seasonings such as freshly ground pepper, coarse sea salt, and an aromatic medley of Italian herbs. The preparation phase, a crucial part of our culinary process, set the stage for a smooth and efficient cooking process. We painstakingly took care to cut our veggies uniformly, ensuring they would cook evenly and retain their individual flavors. The steak, too, was prepared with precision. We made certain it was at room temperature before we ventured into the cooking process, ensuring that it would cook perfectly from edge to edge. Our cooking process began with the steak. We seared it to caramelized perfection, creating an irresistible crust and locking in its flavorful juices. This process required a perfect balance of heat, timing, and technique achieved through years of experience and a deep understanding of food science. Following the steak, we moved on to our vegetables. We carefully cooked them, making sure to retain their natural crunch and nutrients. We opted for a light sauté, which helped in preserving their vibrant colors, adding visual appeal to our dish. The final plating was no less than a harmonious symphony of the steak and veggies. Each element on the plate was thoughtfully arranged, creating a feast for the eyes and the palate. The steak, glistening with juices, sat alongside the rainbow of veggies. The result was a mix of different textures and flavors, a testament to our careful preparation and cooking process. So there you have it, a healthy, delicious steak meal in just 15 minutes. It's straightforward, achievable, and utterly delicious. From the selection of top-notch ingredients to the careful preparation, precise cooking, and artistic plating, we've shown you how simple it is to create a mouth-watering meal at home. Thank you for joining us on this culinary journey. Remember, a healthy and delicious meal is always just 15 minutes away. Don't forget to subscribe for more interesting and easy-to-follow recipes.